Hey everyone, I'm Matt.
And I'm Simon.
Welcome to another episode of the Shenanigans Podcast. How you doing, Simon?
Not too bad considering. It's another day in quarantine.
Another day in quarantine. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Were you going to say another day in quarantine in London?
Yeah, just sort of looking from my very tiny flat here in London, watching people severely breaking social distancing and doing things that they probably shouldn't be doing. So.
I see it all the time. I'll see on my friends' Snapchat stories or Instagram stories, they're having like a party on something. I'm like, are you a dumbass? Like you are the problem.
The simple answer is yes.
You are the reason things aren't going to reopen because.
One thing I saw actually, which is fairly relevant to that, was I watched since there was a sort of stream of about since February how the number of confirmed cases and how it increased and sort of which country was leading it at the time. And I saw it, it went over the months, and then I just saw the US just fucking shoot up to like 200,000. Now it's up to like 700,000 or something like that.
Oh yeah.
That's karma for you.
Well, it's getting crazy in the US because people are going really stir crazy. People are starting to protest like to get the government to open again, and they're creating these problems internally, and it's like you're not helping the situation. It will, like, look at China. I think China cases are starting to die down now. I think they hit their peak and they're starting to go down now because they listen to the government. It's like, hey, don't go near people. Don't go near people.
Yeah.
It's not like I saw this one thing. Obviously, it's conspiracy theory, but it was like, oh, the government's using the coronavirus to change all the batteries in the surveillance pigeons.
in the birds.
And I was like, yes, because pigeons are made by the government. So are giraffes, apparently.
I mean, I think one of the things that's really important is the fact that, like, even if you catch it, or if you don't, you get through it, that does not mean that you cannot catch it again. People seem to think that once you've had it, once you're done, then that's it. You may build up some form of an immunity, so it may not be bad the second time, but you can still catch it, and therefore you can still transmit it, which is a massive problem.
Yeah, that's kind of. I think that's kind of like chicken pox. Is you can keep getting it, and then if you've had chicken pox, when you get over, I forget what age it is, you'll get shingles. It's like shingles is even fucking worse than chicken pox.
Yeah. So remember when I was a kid, my parents would, effectively when they found out that one of my friends had it, they would like make me spend time with them so I could get it and then get over it. In order to just sort of get it out of the way.
I'm guessing your parents weren't anti-vax parents at that point.
No, of course not. No.
And that's what I love about like this world is anti-vax people. It's going to be so fucking hilarious when they come out with a vaccine for coronavirus. Someone's going to say it causes autism.
I know.
And then they're going to be the problem. You think
they are the problem?
Do you think it's going to be a government mandated thing? You're going to be like, no, you have to get this.
Oh, as in governmentally required?
Yes.
See, that's...
Can you make people get vaccines?
Not as far as I know. There is because it's like a human rights violation. I think I'm not entirely sure because I'm by no means an expert. But
no, I'm not either.
Just off the top of my head, I wouldn't. I think that you're not. They can't force people to get it. They can put out all the evidence and obviously say like, look, we've got this. Please get it. But they can't force people to do it.
But maybe during a state of emergency they can, because if it's like, say, far-fetched idea, zombie outbreak happens, and it's like, hey, we have the cure for the zombie outbreak, we're giving it all to you. Oh, that's a violation of my human rights. Well, you're gonna fucking die then. Either way, do you want to die from becoming a zombie and we shooting you, or
I
We'll
don't know, dude.
kick you in. No, what I mean, it's just something to like. It just catches my mind because it's just like, even if they come up with the vaccine for it, how are you gonna? That's my main concern was, how are you gonna get it to these people? Well, not get it to these people, but how are you gonna give it to the people that refuse to get it?
It's, I don't know. This is probably one of the many questions that all the governments around the world are probably having to deal with at the moment.
Yeah.
And the things that they are trying to answer, because I doubt even they know. Like, they have their scientific advisors, obviously, but it's so up in the air because of the fact that a vaccine hasn't been developed yet, that it's just, nobody knows, simply put. Nobody knows. And it's one of those things that's probably, their idea is sort of, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, or we'll burn that bridge when we get to it, is probably more likely.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just this whole thing is just crazy to be experiencing. You'd think this would be the outbreak of like tuberculosis or something like that, where it's like, oh fuck. But I was reading something interesting. I'm not really religious in any shape or form, and I don't have a problem with religion. I if you want to believe in God, that's your prerogative. But I read something really interesting about someone comparing the bubonic plague to coronavirus. The bubonic plague killed a third of the population of Europe.
Yeah, exactly.
And it really didn't. I don't want to say much stabilized the European area, but it pretty much did, because it was growing at a very high rate, and this disease just came and it's like, nope. And then it helped grow.
Considering the conditions that they were in at the time, you have to account for that. I mean, there are still some people today that still don't know how to wash their hands properly, or to keep themselves clean to any sense of decency.
Yeah, and so that's also a funny you bring that up, because that is one of another funny point that I find about this whole virus is, people are buying out soap, people are buying out hand sanitizer, people are buying out toilet paper towels. It's like, people are saying, oh, wash your hands, wash all your produce, stuff you get from the grocery store. It's like, you weren't doing that before this virus?
Yeah, it's like, you're only doing this now?
It's like, and I think...
What's wrong with you?
I know, right? The toilet paper thing gets me the most, because I don't know what people... When it first came out, everybody was like, the coronavirus doesn't have, like, it doesn't cause bowel problems, right?
Affect you like that.
But
it's you're right though. It's weird because, like, of all the things, I know obviously people were stocking up on food and medical supplies, and obviously, like you said, soap and all that kind of stuff. But of all the things that they could possibly decide to hoard, we as a human race chose toilet paper.
I forget, there was...
It's nuts.
There was I don't know if you've ever seen the YouTube series Answer the Internet. Well, it's really an Instagram series. It's
I have not, no.
Celebrity Barstool Sports. Celebrities they have a card game called Answer the Internet. So these celebrities are answering these cards. I forget what it was. There's something about getting something or using napkins as toilet paper, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not using a napkin as a toilet paper. I already had to deal with the military toilet paper, one ply. We used to call it it's kind of like John Wayne. It's rough and tough, and it don't take no shit from nobody.
It's like sandpaper. Horrible.
Graphic image, but my asshole bled a lot.
Oh, no. No. I don't want to know that.
Well, you probably experienced the same thing.
Yes, I did.
Especially,
shames me that I'm going to have to go back to that.
Well, out in the field's a little bit better because you can have butt wipes.
True. Yeah, very true.
Butt wipes do save your... I remember when I was out, on my detachment to Korea for 6 months, we loved getting care packages. We got set up care packages from like organizations and stuff. And one box always was filled with was butt wipes. And it was fucking great. It was like, they know.
Yeah.
Some dude got, do you know what Chick-fil-A is?
Yeah, of course I know what Chick-fil-A. I used to live in the States. I know what Chick-fil-A is.
I know, but it's been a while for you. I just wanted to.
Yeah.
Some dude, I did a similar thing. Some dude emailed Chick-fil-A. They sent him like 1,000 of the Chick-fil-A sauces, like the little tiny Chick-fil-A sauces.
Yeah.
I emailed Dunkin' Donuts, and they sent me 20 1-pound bags of coffee grounds.
Is that like is theirs good coffee?
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts is pretty decent coffee.
Oh, okay.
It ain't no fucking some of the. I know when I was on detachment, my friend Brandon, he would always drink Cafe Bustelo or some bullshit. It was Cafe Bustelo, but some people drink like Maxwell House or. I do like Folgers. Folgers Black Silk is pretty good. I like dark blends.
I've got no idea. I just go to the shop and I'm like, I just pick a new one each time. I'm like, oh yeah, and it's normally, to be fair, it is normally the thing that's on offer because I'm cheap like that. I'm just like, yeah, I'll give this a go. Why not? I drink it black anyway.
Yeah, I drink my coffee black too.
Black like your heart. Yeah.
It's very drinking coffee black is very versatile because you can get coffee anywhere and be happy with it. You don't have to if you go to Starbucks.
Yeah, it took me a while to get used to it, but I did get used to it. And I don't think I could not do that with tea. I could not drink tea black because that's a cardinal sin.
You put milk in tea or cream?
Milk? What's wrong with you? You put milk in it.
I don't know. Some people like cream. I don't do anything.
Well, they're wrong.
I drink a cup of Earl Grey.
They're just wrong.
Plain.
Oh no, milk and sugar.
What kind of tea do you drink?
Earl Grey and Yorkshire tea because I studied up there and there was like the one thing that they were just like.
I've never had Yorkshire, but I drink Earl Grey a lot. Earl Grey is my my favorite. There's also this Chinese tea I like. It's pretty much it really reminds me of like when you get tea at a Chinese restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like that. I don't know if it's like a green kind of, but it tastes. I don't know. It tastes different from the Chinese restaurant. I don't know. It's like this.
Is it like matcha tea?
No, it's not. Matcha. Hang on. I'm gonna go on Google right now. Chinese tea.
I drink a lot of green tea as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I do. I drink a lot of tea. Usually, so weekends I try to drink tea, and then weekdays I drink coffee because weekdays I'll have work. And then I try to give myself a couple days break. Just like because I feel like, well, I don't feel like, I've read up that you will build up an immunity to things.
The caffeine.
Yeah, the caffeine.
Yeah.
Like that happened to me with pre-workout. I used to have.
Yeah,
I got to the point at one point where I was taking like 5 scoops of pre-workout because it wasn't doing anything for me. And then
oh my God.
I shut it off for a month. And then like half a scoop would start making me shake, and I was like, "Oh, this is what I like."
I was the same when I started taking it. I was getting like my face would tingle, and it was weird. It was like a weird tingle, but it was kind of nice at the same time because I was like, okay, at least I know it's working, and I've got crap tons of energy now. But yeah, I haven't used it in a while because obviously my gym's shut.
Yeah.
I'm literally just doing stuff in my house, and therefore I don't need it.
I do need it. That reminds me. Do you have an iPhone? Right?
I'll only use it if I'm having a particularly crap day and I just need something to make me exercise. I mean, I need like discipline and motivation to do exercise anyway because and my family again can attest to this. I'm absolutely terrible when it comes to like motivating myself to do exercise.
I'm the same way. I meant to send you that last week when I talked to you about it. Nike Train Club is the one I use at home now. They have a shit ton of workouts, no equipment or dumbbells, whatever you want to do. 15 minutes, 45 minutes.
Yeah, I use a number of different things. Like my brother and I, we share stuff about different workouts and things like that. And I watch, like, I normally follow along a YouTube thing and then do
Okay.
some, because I have like, I don't really have any weights at home because
Yeah.
obviously I would go to the gym. So what I've done is I got this backpack.
Mm-hmm.
It's my day sack from my time in the army, and I just filled it with like cans and rice and anything heavy that I can find, and I will do stuff with that. So I can put a bar through the straps and do like upright rows and all that kind of stuff, and I can use my skipping rope to do tricep extensions and all that kind of good stuff. So it works. It's not nearly as good as using dumbbells because obviously I don't have enough weight to fill the bag to the appropriate weight, and obviously it's really unstable. But it stops me from like completely losing all the progress that I've made.
Oh, and I totally understand that. All I got is 5-pound weights here, and then I've been doing a lot of, like I said, check out the app. A lot of core workouts there, like plank saws, shit ton of stuff, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like doing like, and you'll just like your YouTube videos, it will show you the video of the trainer, and you'll watch the trainer do the exercise while you're doing it, or a little bit before you do it. So you can
the ones that I do, it's kind of like live, so you just follow along and they do it at the exact same time as you. And that one of the things I like is just like, okay, they're also suffering, so
yeah,
I can get through this.
Yeah. So it's definitely a struggle to adapt to this kind of workout routine.
Yeah.
With everything going on, but technology is such a great, and great because of this is so we can still work out. Like I was even looking at getting a couple more dumbbells just to have in the house. But like I was talking to my dad about it. They wanted, even on Amazon, it was like $80 for 2 10-pound dumbbells, and I was like, you can go fuck yourself.
Oh, they're so expensive.
I was like, but
they're ridiculously expensive.
I don't know if it's expensive because everybody bought them out.
I think they were expensive beforehand.
Maybe.
I mean,
which I guess
my dad's collected them over the years. Like we've just got a collection at home of just some really old ones. And like if you got the exact same amount of weights that we had brand new, it would probably cost around £1,000, if not more.
Yeah. People getting home gyms people starting home gyms is really expensive, which I'm jealous of people that have home gyms now. Even if I'm
jealous of people that have a garden.
Even people that have like bikes or something, or a treadmill, I would kill for it right now.
Oh, I would absolutely kill to have my bike here right now. But again, like I have space to store it in my flat now because I've moved stuff around, so I could store it inside now. But I wouldn't. Yeah. I don't want to leave it outside because I live in central London. It's a nice bike, so it would just get nicked. And but other than that, all I've got is my balcony. So I see all these people out on this little green area that is outside, and I can go out there and use it, but I would much rather. I don't want to go out there and work out there because it makes me feel really self-conscious because it's that green area is surrounded by blocks of flats.
Yeah.
So there are at least 100 people who have got nothing better to do than sit out on their balcony and see what other people are doing. And imagine, I do not want to be sat there, struggling to work out after not having done it for about 2 weeks, and have a load of people, staring at me. I mean, I know it's sort of similar in the gym anyway, because you will have people looking at you.
Yeah.
But they're also focusing on their own shit. They don't care. I'm just like, no, I don't want to do that.
No, I totally get it. But it's funny you say that. So my time in Korea, I noticed a lot. They have, like in urban areas, they'll have little equipment parks, like workout equipment parks. Not a whole lot, just like kind of like like little elliptical machines
Yeah, and you get them in the UK around the places.
But
well.
they're not really like actual elliptical machines. They're just something you stand on and you can
and you can use your body weight effectively.
Yeah, here I'm sending them to you, and I'll post a link in the description so everybody else can check them out too. They kind of look like those.
Yeah.
A little bit, just shit. Dude, I'll see when we were driving through the streets. I'd see Koreans on those things 24/7, man. Just some older generation Koreans spinning some wheels going on, and I'm like, oh fuck, man, get it.
Yeah, it's nuts. But a lot of good has actually come out of this. Like as you said, from the advent of technology is an incredible thing, and it's helped so much with everything that's going on. And I don't know, it's just people using, for example, I've been doing like quizzes with my family and friends over WhatsApp and over like Skype and things like that, which is really good fun because each time we do a quiz, somebody else makes it, and it's normally got a different theme. So I think tonight I've got one a little bit later, but before we play some Left 4 Dead 2. Which is on, I think it's on Harry Potter, which this girl from when I was in Germany studying out there, she was she's like obsessed with it. So it was her turn to do the quiz because she won the last one, which I designed. So I think I'm fairly sure it's Harry Potter themed tonight, so that should be interesting.
No, that's pretty cool. Is it any particular Harry Potter, or is it?
No, she just said be prepared for Harry Potter. So I was like, all right, let's go.
What's the actor's name who played Harry Potter?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Is he British too?
Yeah, they're all British.
Are they all British?
But yeah, I'm fairly sure almost all of them. It's an almost entirely British cast.
Fucking who plays Snape? Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman.
Is Alan
He's
Rickman British?
He's dead now, but yes, he was British.
I thought he was Scottish.
Well, British. It's part of one of the three. I don't know.
No, he was born in Hammersmith.
In London, yeah, near me. Well, I say near me. It's in London, therefore it's near me.
I really don't know a whole lot of the actors. All I know is Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson. I don't know who played Dumbledore. I don't know his name. Let me go see.
God.
Albus Dumbledore, played by Richard Harris.
That was the first one.
Yeah, then
he did episode.
Jude Law
1 and 2. Jude Law plays young one
in Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
Michael Gambon plays him in.
He plays the rest of them.
Yeah, I think Richard Harris played him in like the first one,
first
maybe.
And second.
Yeah. And you can tell, when it changes. It's so fucking weird. It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, but
you're different. But Jude Law, I never saw Fantastic Beasts, but I like Jude Law. Did you ever see?
I'm gonna guess Enemy at the Gates.
No.
That's such a good film.
Jude Law played. I forget who he played in King Arthur.
Oh, I've not seen that.
You should watch that movie. The dude who's in Vikings is in it.
Oh, what? The guy who plays Ragnar Lothbrok?
I think so. Hang on, I'm looking it up right now.
Ragnar Lothbrok.
His name is.
I love Vikings.
Charlie Hunnam.
Oh, Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah. He's the main character in. He's. I think he's King Arthur. He's King Arthur in King Arthur. Arthur. So it was a pretty good movie. I liked it.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out.
He's not in. He's not in.
He's not in Vikings. I thought he was.
No. He looks like he could be, but he's...
He definitely...
Are you thinking of Ragnar Lothbrok's son?
Oh, maybe.
Because that guy he's definitely...
Oh, no,
Norse.
this dude was in Sons of Anarchy. What else was he in? The Gentleman. Crimson Peak. Oh, yeah. He definitely looks like he could be... Triple Frontier, he was in. I don't know if you saw that movie.
I did. I liked that.
That movie was pretty good. Yeah, he definitely looks like he could be a play in Vikings.
Yeah.
He's definitely got that Norse.
What other movies have you been watching recently? If any.
Fuck, man. I think 1917's out on DVD now. I gotta watch that.
I still need to see that.
I think that's Christopher Nolan as well. I think
it's shot to be look like all one take, so it's like just a continuous thing.
Oh yeah. And it's fucking crazy. Is it Christopher Nolan? I think it is.
Probably.
It usually movies like Sam Mendes.
Oh.
Usually people who do this kind of stuff it's Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
No, I haven't really been watching any movies. I've been watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars season 7's. It's coming out on a weekly basis on Fridays. So we got 4 or 3 episodes left from last Friday.
Yeah.
This past Friday on the 17th. So I think we have 4 more episodes left before season 7's done, and then the whole series is over.
Okay.
Like I said, I think I said it last podcast, but I'll say it again, I guess. I had tickets to go see James Bond, No Time to Die, but obviously that got pushed to, I think, November, which I was very excited for that. I love the James Bond series. I have all the movies. I've seen all the movies several times, and I'm very excited to see Daniel Craig in another addition to the James Bond series.
It is his last.
It is his last one, yeah. I don't know who's going to play him after.
Who knows? They'll.
They have not.
I mean, because obviously they'll probably take a few. It'll be like a couple of years until after this one, until they decide to make a new one, and maybe even longer, because obviously they want to search for the right actor.
Yeah, they have never, and that's what I like about the James Bond movies. They have never done me wrong on picking a James Bond actor. Daniel Craig, Pierce Brosnan, Sean Connery.
Yeah.
I didn't like Roger Moore was good. There was one I didn't like.
Was it the one in between Sean Connery and Pierce Brosnan?
Well, there was a lot in between there.
No, but I'm trying to remember the guy who was in. He was in.
I didn't like
Hot Fuzz.
George Lazenby.
George Lazenby.
I didn't like him. Timothy Dalton was okay.
Oh no! Yeah, Timothy Dalton was the one in Hot Fuzz. Sorry.
Oh no! See, I liked Timothy Dalton. I didn't like George Lazenby because he was only in one. He was in on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Secret Service, yeah.
Roger Moore was good. I think my favorite, and I know I'll hear something in the comments, Sean Connery's good. Sean Connery's great. I love him.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan, Daniel Craig, Sean Connery, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton. I just love Pierce Brosnan. I don't know what it is about him. He to me, like Sean Connery was good, but Pierce Brosnan to me was just that.
There was a certain something about him.
He's just that male character. You're just like, oh, you're James Bond. You're witty. You look good.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, Daniel Craig's there too. But Daniel Craig is definitely more of a not so much talker fellow. He's like, I'm just gonna kill you.
Less talky, more kill.
Exactly. No, what I mean, Daniel Craig is definitely more of a killer aspect than Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, but like, you know, it's that I think that lends itself to a part of Bond, you know, where when Craig comes out with those brilliant
One-liners,
those brilliant responses to when, you know, something happens.
Yeah, and then
which I always found so funny.
I just love all the actors in James Bond. The Q actors were great. Desmond Llewellyn was great.
Yeah, John Cleese.
John Cleese. I love the one scene. He's like, so if you're Q, does that make him ah? It's like, and then even the new Q's, he's very witty but
yeah, I like it.
I like him.
And he's like what you would expect from Q because he's just a big nerd.
Exactly, and I love that because it shows the progression through the movies. You needed a quartermaster like Desmond Llewellyn and John Cleese, but then as technology ages, you need someone like the new Q who can hack, who can do all this stuff.
Yeah, really tech savvy.
Exactly. But I love the new M too. I did love
Judi
Dench, but I forget.
Ray Fiennes is the new one.
Ray Fiennes, yeah, he's been in a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, he's good. I like him.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Although the new, so the Christoph Waltz, who plays Blofeld, the new Blofeld, I absolutely love him because he is like you find it hard to hate him. Even though he's playing like a bad guy, you find it hard to hate him.
He was in.
But the new bad guy is Rami Malek.
Yes.
In the new film, so that will be really interesting because he's done a lot of good stuff.
I think Blofeld's still in it.
I think because it's Blofeld. He can't die.
Yeah, he didn't die. He got arrested by M in the last one.
Yes, yeah. At the end of the last one, yeah.
Yeah, Rami Malek's gonna be good. Blofeld, he was in Inglourious Bastards, right?
Christoph Waltz, yeah, he was in Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, he was one of the Germans, and he was my favorite scene in Inglourious Bastards when Brad Pitt's just I speak the most Italian, and he just keeps saying arrivederci, grazie.
Oh God.
And I'm like,
they call him the Bear Jew.
That's such a great movie. Oh fuck,
Such a good film.
I forgot Jeffrey Wright's the new Felix. He's the black.
Oh, Felix Leiter.
Yeah. He's.
Yeah.
He was
the CIA guy.
Yeah, the CIA guy. Jeffrey Wright is also in Westworld, which I haven't seen the new season yet. I'm very excited to watch it though.
I haven't seen any of it. Is it good?
It's very good. You should watch it. I would definitely.
Okay.
I like HBO shows. I don't like them because they're an hour long. I feel like it loses tension after like 30 minutes. I like 30-minute shows. 30, 45 minutes. After an hour, I'm like, fuck. What happened?
Yeah, I start skipping.
Like, I couldn't watch Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was way too much for me.
It's still like I know exactly what happens. I know how it ends, but I haven't seen the final season.
Yeah.
So
it's fucking crazy. And you play any good game?
I'm still catching up on The Walking Dead. So
see, I couldn't get into The Walking Dead either.
I could. Zombies, man.
Well, we do love zombies. We're playing Dying Light right now, which Dying Light's fun.
Dying Light's pretty good. We've always been fans of like DayZ.
We played DayZ for a while.
It's like a classic one.
And we played it on a good server, but it was a little weird. It was a little role play. And we got killed.
Yeah, I found that a bit odd.
We got killed a fucking shit ton.
Yeah. I might get back into that though. I don't know. Not that server, just back into DayZ.
If you get into DayZ, I'll play DayZ with you.
Okay. Yeah, okay, we could do that. I mean, obviously, and we've got Left 4 Dead tonight, which
Left 4 Dead. I wouldn't consider a scary game. It's very fun.
It's just a first-person shooter. I mean, it's kind of like when we were playing World War Z. It's World War Z, depending on how you want to pronounce it.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones. It's not entirely scary. It's just like slightly daunting, considering the books that it was based on, and the film as well with Brad.
Even Dying Light, I wouldn't consider scary, but when it gets dark in Dying Light, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be here right now.
Yeah, I don't want to be here. No, exactly. Nope, I'm all set. Out of here.
Cool. I'll take my flashlight that's duct taped onto me, and I'll be on my merry way.
Yeah, it'll be even better though, considering we're playing it together in co-op, which should be very interesting.
It's absolutely
see which one of us
amazing.
decides to desert the other first. Be like, nah, mate, you're on your own.
I wish Just Cause 4 was co-op.
Oh, that would be fun.
Because Just Cause 4 is, for everybody that's listening, Just Cause 4 is free on the Epic Games Store, I think, until the 23rd. So go check it out.
I think Assassin's Creed 2 is still free though. I'm not sure.
Just Cause 4, Just Cause is just, I love it because you just grapple hook people. It's a great game. But it kind of reminds me a little bit of Dying Light because it's just like, oh, just go fuck some zombies up any way you can.
Yeah. No, it should be. It'll be interesting, and obviously the new Dying Light should be coming out this year. Although again, game development as a whole has pretty much taken a step back, or has slowed down.
I know
because of development issues.
Yeah, I
know. Although I saw that somebody's bringing out a Pope simulator.
Oh Jesus!
Hang on, let me have a look at this.
And that wasn't ironically an oh Jesus. That was genuine.
No,
oh Jesus. I know Cyberpunk got pushed to November, which people are kind of complaining about.
What? Yeah. What do you expect? Like,
I know, but people were excited about Keanu Reeves.
Well, yeah, I'm excited about it. I think I might have already pre-ordered it. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm so excited for Cyberpunk, and I'll definitely be doing a playthrough of it, which will be interesting because it is still an RPG.
Yeah, I'm excited for whenever they freaking release Elder Scrolls 6.
Dude, that's not gonna be for like at least I'm gonna say 5 to 10 years because no, because I can't remember where I saw this. It might have been on Reddit, which is definitely no official news source, but it was something saying that Bethesda wanted to focus on Starfield, their new space RPG. So, and obviously they've still got Fallout, but considering Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 that have come out since Skyrim came out in 2011, I would imagine, it's going to be Starfield and then maybe Elder Scrolls. But they've also got Elder Scrolls Online, which they keep pumping out content for, which I try, and I still don't know whether I like it or not because it's different and it's weird, and it's not. It is Skyrim.
I remember playing it at. Jesus Christ, I played it at like PAX East, the Penny Arcade Expo in Boston in like 2013, I think, when it was first like getting released to the public.
Yeah.
And it was just, I was like, what is this game? It was I don't know. I think if I had someone to play with it, just like Star Wars The Old Republic, I don't have anything problem with it, but I think if I had someone to play with,
I put a lot of time into that game.
I did too. I had like a level 76 character. I paid for the subscription for a little while. But I think if I had someone to play with, to do shit with, do some story missions with, I think it would have been a little bit more fun. So maybe, if you're down to get Elder Scrolls, I'm down to. We'll just do it together.
We can have a look. And
I think we might be able to find a free trial. I'm down to do it together. I don't like playing those games. Like, I was in the era when me and my brother played RuneScape a lot together, but it was only fun.
I was big into RuneScape.
It was only fun together. Like, if I was by myself, I was like, "Hey, Chris, what do you do by yourself?" It's like, I just flax bows all day long and make money. I'm like, you don't. I
remember there was a period when I was still working for Waterstones, back where my mum and dad live. There was a period, they're probably going to be devastated to hear this, but there was a period of time when there was just no customers coming in at all whatsoever. It was continuously dead for days on end, and there was just nothing to do because we would do the deliveries in the morning. It would be done. It would be out. There would be absolutely nothing to do. So it'd be sitting there for hours on end, just going through the shift, waiting for closing time. And one of my colleagues brought up a way to get the classic RuneScape up on the work computers, on the till computers. So we started playing RuneScape. Oh god, that was funny.
I remember
it was one of those, because we had nothing else to do. It was like, yeah, why not? What else are we gonna do? Read? Well, yes, we did that, but we weren't supposed to do that.
I remember like being in high school and someone had one of those really fancy graphing calculators. I forget what Texas Instrument one it is, but you plug it up to your computer, and he downloaded text-based Skyrim onto it.
Oh wow!
So we'd play Skyrim, and I gave him mine, so he did mine. So we'd play Skyrim in class and be like, turn left, go forward, and it was just
that would take forever.
It was just such a fun. It was just like, oh, I don't have to be in math class. It's great. Oh, I was just enjoying it.
Gaming at school was like a massive thing for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I was at boarding school, so I lived at school with a load of other people, and so we like any game came out, we were like all sharing it, and we were all playing it together, which was a lot of fun because we had people to play with. But there was it also, like, if you didn't get on with people and you were playing a game and something went wrong, then it could go badly.
Was it essentially like uni? Did you go home on the weekends, or did you go there until like breaks?
So when I first went to boarding school, my parents were still living in America. So because it was either go to boarding school in the UK or continue with American education. And nothing against you, but your education system sucks.
Depends on where you are, but okay.
It does depend on where you are, but I do not. There was literally a gap in my memory from when I was at my school in America. Like I do not remember learning anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I elected to go to boarding school, and yeah, so it was me, a number of other guys, a number of other people. So I was like 10 years old, and yeah, so because my parents were still living in America, like every couple of weekends, I would go stay at a friend's house. And like over breaks, I would go, like at Christmas or stuff, I would obviously go home. And then when my parents moved back to the UK, I would go home every so often, again, like at breaks or a weekend or something like that. And it is like uni. You literally you have a room, or which you normally share with people, depending on, it just depends on a lot of factors. You get up in the morning, you have breakfast, you go to lessons, play sport, you do your homework in the evening, you get some free time, and then the whole thing recycles. It's fairly simple.
I feel like you probably don't know the stats off the top of your head, but do most British kids go to boarding school? Is it a big thing?
Not as far as it's a big thing for military children, because which was my case, but no, I would say no. It's not like the state schools outnumber boarding schools. But boarding schools still have there are a large number of them, and they obviously have a lot of kids. Yeah, again, I wouldn't have the details on it, to be honest.
Okay, maybe I'll look them up sometime. But I think that's time to wrap up. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out our channels. Links are them. We'll put links in the description as well, but you can find them by going to the Matt and Simon channel. You can go to Lombomb Gaming channel from there, and the TheMrChicken channel from there.
Yeah.
Like Simon said, we will be playing Left 4 Dead 2.
Left 4 Dead 2, yeah.
2 tonight. Should maybe come out tomorrow or Tuesday, depending on how quick
we'll see.
One of us is at it, because we all at it. It's me, him, and our other friend Josh. Depending on whose turn it is. We all take turns editing.
Yeah, and we're still learning how to edit as well.
Yeah, so I think it's my turn. So depending on how long it takes me to do that, we'll get it out. But again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. It's a pleasure to do this podcast. See you guys next weekend.
See you guys.